Hello everybody, it's Marialda here once again, and welcome back to a best date. Yes, we've got a Yatogami Tohka in front of us, and this is the Japanese Goth version of her. She is from Date Alive 4, or all the Date Alives, because best date. This is a prize figure from Taito, part of their Coreful line. So Tohka released on February 17th of 2024. I got her at Solaris, Japan, and I paid $21.59. But I had points, so she actually only cost me $15.89. I ordered her on April 20th, 2024. She shipped out on the 30th, and I got her today on the 6th of May, 2024. So this figure, originally, I wasn't even considering, but another prize figure of Tohka I had been wanting showed up. And I started looking, and I saw this one. I'm like, eh. And then I was like, well, might as well look at some pictures. And I saw the pictures, and I'm like, might as well buy her. Best date, and she looks pretty dang cute. So we got a happy girl Tohka. So there's the side of her box. There's the back of her box. And the other side. There is the top of her box. And the bottom. So prize figures, typically I don't buy them. I usually get the higher end scale figures, which are quite pricey. But every now and then, especially if it's a best girl, such as Tohka, I'm okay with buying them if they look good. And the Taito figures that I do have, they've turned out pretty dang good. They're not perfect, there's flaws in them usually, but once you step back a couple feet, you don't really notice them. So let's get Tohka open and see what she looks like. And if you don't know what a prize figure is, they're typically cheap figures that you go to an arcade, and usually it's like a claw game. You drop the claw and try to get the box, or you do some other sort of game and you win the prize, and that's why they're so cheap. Nothing else in the box. Put that off to the side. Strong plastic smell with her. So she does have a blister, but the front blister does not go all the way to the front, so she is very wobbly. Can't really see her face through the plastic, and as I said, not very secure. So I will hold her as we spin. There's the side. There's the back with the base, and she does have a support rod. So boo. But there's the other side, and back to the front. I'd rather have a support rod than have a figure start leaning, though, which is another thing. Prize figures are typically lower quality plastic, so leaning is much more of an issue, and bending and stuff. So just want to be careful. So if you get a support rod, use the support rod. Go ahead and open up the base. It's a nice frosted translucent purple base. It's got Tohka Yatogami and nice floral patterns in the goldish color. It's got two nice little peg holes. Pretty decent. Base seems nice and flat, so that shouldn't be an issue. Shouldn't be wobbly because of that. And we'll pull out the support rod. So this does not peg in anywhere. It just rests on the base or on the shelf or whatever. And it's got a little U-hook at the top that you rest her knee onto. And you can see at the top where they just cut the pegs off, the runners and everything. So that's how another way they're cheap is that they don't, sand or do fine finishing on a lot of stuff. But as I said, once you step back a couple feet, you don't really notice. So the top blister is taped to the bottom. We'll cut that, spin her around, and cut this. She is a little bit on the smaller side, but honestly, I would say close to one of those smaller 1/8 scale figures. Go ahead and pull her out. She's got some good plastic protection. Some wrapped between her hair and her kimono, or yukata, or whatever style of dress this is. We'll set her down, put the plastic away, throw that off to the side for the moment, and we'll look at Tohka. So that's another thing I noticed right away. Like the plastic is the color, it's not painted. At least that's what it looks like to me. There is good details like the embossed flowers on her sleeves, and some of the wrinkles are embossed. There, the pink flowers are painted. She's got a nice little obi tie and everything. Reasonably detailed for a, again, $21 figure. And it is Happy Girl Tohka, so she's got a big Happy Girl smile. No teeth. Little bit of dust on her upper lip. She's got her nice purple and gold eyes. Her hair is painted at the top, and it does fade to a translucentness at the tip. She's got a nice ribbon in her hair. This does appear to be painted. And if we look on the purple frill, there are a couple pink splotches that aren't supposed to be there, but that's okay. They're tiny. She's got lots of hair, and it's got lots of strands and everything. It is a little bit flexible, so obviously I'm not going to push her on anything. Don't want to break anything. The purple frill around the bottom of her dress is a translucent plastic. At the midsection of her dress, that is solid plastic. She's got the nice long sleeves. Hands, nice little balled up hands. The fingers are sculpted so that they look individual, but they are one piece. I do see on that fist around the knuckle line, there is a mold line. But again, you get back a little bit. Do you see it? She has some nice white stockings on. We do see a little bit of, roughness around the front of her leg. Again, that looks like a mold line. She's got some nice platform sandals with pink straps. She does have some nice thighs, and she is wearing white ones. There is a hint of a belly line up there, and the undies are sculpted to match her body shape. We get a nice booty. A little bit of crud on the back of her thigh. Looks like that's not going to just rub off. So, honestly, it looks like a little bit of a stain, but you're not going to notice that ever, really, unless you are perving on her booty. She's got a nice bow on the back of her obi. Yeah, nice and cute. And you can look down her sleeve and see her arms. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and get her on her base. So this should be pretty simple, just 2 pegs. It's a pretty tight fit. And there she is. Tilt the camera down a little bit. So she is relatively stable, but if we shake her a little bit, she does wobble a little bit. So if we put the little support rod under her knee, it'll push her up a little bit. And now she is much more stable, less wobbly, a little bit side to side, but not as bad. So, as I said, prize figures typically aren't made out of the highest quality plastic, so it's probably solid PVC, maybe ABS in the leg, but most higher end figures do use ABS since it doesn't bend or lean. So if you get a support rod in a prize figure, I do highly recommend you use it for the long-term support. But yeah, I think Tohka is best date, obviously. And I think she looks cute. And I really like the sculpting detail and embossed flowers on her kimono. Or I don't even know what it is, yukata, her dress. She is quite well done for, again, a $21 figure. Or one that you could win as a prize for, $1 or 100 yen or something. If you're skilled at the prizes at the games. So we'll take the camera out. And we'll look up close, do shaky handheld. Nice and cute face. She's got boobs, but they're hidden, and this style of dress definitely does not accentuate the breasts, which is perfectly fine. I mean, look at that hair, all those strands and everything in a cheap figure. You can when I turn off the bright lights, a lot of these flaws that you can see will go away. And if they don't, take a step back and you won't notice them. And if you do notice them, you're just being a prick. So don't be a prick. Look at the pretty plastic for what it is. It's pretty plastic. She is best date Tohka. She is cute. She's a happy girl. And I'm happy with her. So, like I said, I wasn't planning on getting her, but then I saw her and I decided to look at pictures, and then I'm like, might as well, since I'm getting other prize figures, make it a Tohka, sneaky Tohka haul. So this is Yatogami Tohka, the Japanese Goth version of her. She is from Date Alive 4, or all the Date Alives. She is manufactured by Taito, part of their Coreful line. Tohka released on February 17th of 2024. I got her brand new at Solaris Japan for $21.59. So I'm happy with this purchase. I love me some Tohka. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.